discuss the trends and challenges in new technology options and innovations of renewable energy. For these particular sessions, we had Professor Wumi Iledari chair. We had Professor Akinwayemi as a chair also. And we had also had Professor Lai Bagbele as a chair. It was really, really, for me, an educating session, an educating time. So today, without further ado, we go into the program for today. But before we go today, outside, I would like to request that everybody for the conference who is outside, please come in as we are about to start fully. Beyond the concurrent sessions, which is built to start at about 11 o'clock, we also have, we're expecting the Executive Governor of Anambra State with a keynote speech. We also have the roundtable discussion holding after the concurrent session. But for now, we have the honor of some budding individuals. People are the future of Nigeria. I am so excited that they're here today, meaning that the vision of renewable energy is not just here to stay. It's not just here for today. It's a continuing thing. And these young people have written an essay to the governor of their state, informing them of renewable challenges in their communities. For the essay, we had over 24 entries for the essay, and we had entries from about 6 or 7 schools, I think thereabouts. And after the grading, we have selected, out of the 24 entries, we have selected 6 individuals, 6 young individuals who are here today with their essay. So, and they are from 4 of the schools, so 4 out of the 6 schools. In a particular order, I'd like to recognize and please call to the podium Olati Timileyin Olaoluwa from Royal People Group of Schools. Please put your hands together for him as he comes up. Timileyin is accompanied by Mrs. Omotayo Adeola, a teacher, his teacher. Please, can we see Mrs. Omotayo, please. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Motayo. Welcome. Ogunleye Favour is representing Concord School. Please put your hands together for Ogunleye Favour. Ogunleye Favour from Concord School is accompanied by her teacher, Mr. Babatunde Samuel. Please, can we see Mr. Babatunde Samuel? Thank you, Mr. Babatunde Samuel. Welcome. She's also accompanied by her school members, Ukman Ramat, Odutemo, and just raise your hands. You're here, you're dignitary. Welcome. Just raise your hand. That's nice. Akindeko Ishaoluwa Oluwande Shalom. Shalom. Welcome. Please put your hands for them, please. Okay. I also have Ebun Oluwa Ojebode from International School, UI. Welcome, Ebun Oluwa. Ebun Oluwa is accompanied by her teacher, Mr. Jide Aremo. Please join together for Mr. Jide. From Orita Mefa Baptist Model School, I have 3 wonderful people. I have one, Okechukwu Ekene. Please put your hands together for her. Okolo Jeffrey. Please put your hands together for him. And Mr. Akimbola Emmanuel. Please put your hands together for him. They are accompanied by a teacher, Mr. Iria. Welcome, Mr. Iria. For this session, I have some incorruptible judge. And they will help me in appraising the students even as they present their essays. The first judge is Mr. Faleye Israel. Mr. Faleye Israel is
at the end of the 5 minutes, one of the judges will ask you a question.
You ready? Are you afraid or something? Don't worry, it's normal. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. They won't eat you. They will applaud you. You guys have done wonderfully well. So right on. I couldn't do this when I was your age. So you guys have done extremely wonderfully well. Okay. So I start up with Olatipe Timilehi Olaoluwa from Real People College. Please put your hands together for Timilehi.
Good day, everyone. My name is Olatipe Timilehi. I'm senior secondary school 2 of Real People Group School. I wish to express my views on the problems in Akwete and ways of solving it with renewable energy. Renewable energy is energy that is collected from renewable resources, which are naturally replenished on a human timescale, such as sunlight, wind, rain, tides, and waves. Although Nigeria is generally rich in oil, gas, and other natural resources, the state still faces serious energy crisis. More than half of the population do not have access to electricity. Those who do not have adequate supply, and many people will have to depend on generators. However, experts say solar energy may be the best alternative for the state. The state currently relies on coal, oil, and natural gas for its energy. Fossil fuels are
Mark 2.
Thank you, Olatibe Timilehin Olaoluwa from Royal People College. Please put your hands together for him once more. For the next person, I'd like to call Akimbola Emmanuel Oluwaferomi from Orita Mefa Baptist Model School, Total Garden. Please put your hands together for him as he comes forward.
Good day, panel of judges, distinguished guests. My name is Akimbola Emmanuel Oluwaferomi, a student of SS1 of the prestigious Orita Mefa Baptist Model School. I'm here to defend the content of my essay in the form of a letter to the Governor of Oyo State, in which I identified and proposed some solutions to energy problems in Oyo State by adoption of renewable energy. I will start with energy and its definition. Energy is...
What's the title of your, what's the title?
The title of my essay is A Passionate Plea for the Improvement of the Electricity Condition
1 minute. When you finish, 1 minute.
of Oyo State. In 2015, Sweden threw down the gauntlet with an ambitious goal of eliminating fossil fuel usage within its borders. By considering the numerous benefits mentioned above and examples of other countries which are benefiting from the advantages of the use of renewable energy, it will be good for a state like ours to adopt the use of renewable energy. Thank you.
Good morning, Kiboba. Thank you for your presentation. You actually remind me of me. My question to you is, where do you stay at first? Where do you stay?
University of
How can renewable energy be specifically used to solve that?
The installation of solar panels and wind turbines with dams can be put in place to solve such a problem.
All right, thank you.
I am actually loving these people. You guys are awesome. The next person for essay presentation is Ogunleye Favor from the Concord School. Please put your hands together for Ogunleye Favor.
All protocols duly observed. Do you know that from the data obtained from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, there are 7 electricity generating companies in Nigeria. 4 of these operate on the non-renewable energy resource, which is gas, while the other 3 operate on the renewable energy resource, which is hydropower. Further analysis on this data reveals that non-renewable energy resource generates about 3,110 megawatts of energy, while just less than 1,940 megawatts of energy is generated from the renewable energy resource. Little wonder our dear country, Nigeria, is suffering from the epileptic power supply. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the audience, my name is Ogunleye Favor, representing the Concord School, presenting this morning on renewable energy, solutions to power outage problems. For a very long time now, Nigeria has been in a dilapidated state of prominent blackouts due to incessant power outages, causing an epileptic power supply to all Nigerians except a privileged few. It has been discovered that a lot of dreams and inventions have not been achieved due to this epileptic power supply. Small-scale industries, which are just springing up, fold up as soon as they begin. This situation has affected all the areas of our social life. Small-scale industries are thriving, leaving many graduates, qualified graduates, without jobs. Since electricity is the mainstay of industrialization, this has not been encouraging in any way. The impact of power outages cannot be overemphasized. In the health sector, we see an instance of an unheard personality who was hit by a drunk driver on the eve of New Year. He was rushed to the hospital, but nothing could be done to save his life because there was a power outage. In March 2017, protesting nursing mothers in Rivers State protested over the death of their babies. One of the mothers said, "Before there was light, my baby was okay. But 3 hours after they took light, my baby died." This is very touching. You can see the impacts of power outages from this. Pollution is a social menace to our environment. Toxic gases emitted by generators are very dangerous to the human health and can lead. Nigeria has been using this over the years, but it hasn't been enough. There hasn't been enough energy generated to go around. Another renewable energy resource is the solar energy. The solar energy is pleading to be exploited. It's begging us to be exploited. We're not exploiting this energy really well. If we can use this energy to our benefit, if it's channeled properly, Nigerians will no longer have to fear killer fumes from generators, because this affects the economy really bad. Renewable energy can help in poverty alleviation, directly and indirectly. It can help directly by providing energy for business and employment, but it can help indirectly by providing for space heating and cooking. Or it can also help in education by providing energy for education. Renewable energy. Renewable energy. I would like to implore us all to be ambassadors of renewable energy, as it's Nigeria's best shot at eradicating its recurrent energy problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Okunleye Favor. Can you tell us a particular problem, okay, you are facing in your environment, and how particular kind of renewable energy can be used to solve such a problem?
You know, I don't stay at home right now. I'm in the hostel. So if I'm saying there's a problem faced, okay.
I quite understand you go home sometimes
Yes.
during breaks. Okay, so maybe one of those times you may have experienced one or two energy-related issues in your home. Okay, so maybe you can tell us about it and how renewable energy can be used to solve such a problem.
There are some cases of power surges in the houses, which destroy appliances real bad. And if we use renewable energy is clean, it's safe, it's long-lasting, it's cost-efficient. Renewable energy can solve all these problems, as it is green and it doesn't harm the environment, unlike dirty energy like coal.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, it is well. It is well. Okay. I'd like to call on the next contestant from Orita Mefa School. I'd like to call Okechukwu Ekenediluchukwu for his presentation. Oh, her presentation, please.
Good morning, panel of judges and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Okechukwu Ekene from Orita Mefa Baptist Model School. I'm here to talk about a problem which has been plaguing our society, which is power failure, and how we can solve this problem using various renewable energy in our society. Power failure has affected our lives so much so that it has increased the cost of living, because we can no longer buy perishable and seasonal food because there is no light for our refrigerators. It has been a blockage to the advancement in researches in Oyo State. The recent event now is heat wave and there is no light to power our fans and air conditioners. It has increased the rate of unemployment because so many industries are being shut down because there is lack of power. So many lives have been lost in the hospital because some of them may need light to survive, like those in the operating theater, those in radiation therapy, or those in using special machines. That is why I'm here to talk about a solution, which is renewable energy. Renewable energies are energies which can be replenished over time and by natural processes and are unlimited in supply. Examples are solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, biogas, biomass energy, hydropower, and so on and so forth. Solar energy is an energy which is inexhaustible. It can be tapped and converted into electrical energy, which can be used directly or can be stored for future use. Wind energy is the energy gotten from the air around us, which can also be tapped and converted into mechanical energy for performing various functions like generating energy and pumping water. Geothermal energy is the energy gotten from heat, which gotten from heat under the earth's crust. This energy is used in places like Ikogosi Warm Spring in Odo State. Biomass energy is the energy gotten from organic materials and plants. These energies that I have listed above can help to solve so many problems. And some of its advantages are reduction of unemployment, less global warming, no emission, improved public health, so on and so forth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I like the fact that you are actually reading your essay and you want to believe it's original. Now, you mentioned that some industries have had to close down because of epileptic power supply. Can you tell us anyone around you, any shop or office that had to close down because they didn't have power supply?
Like my mommy's shop now, it's used.
Thank you, thank you. But I want to ask you a question. If I'm the governor and I tell you that you don't have money to do this renewable energy thing you're talking about, what would you tell the governor?
You can use wind turbines, like my neighbor now is using wind energy to power his house. You could also use solar energy by putting solar panels on the roof.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Very soon, each of us will start using wind energy to power our houses. That will be awesome. But please please let us try, that, ensure that our shops do not, let us try and ensure that our shops do not close down because of poor power supply. Thank you. The next presentation from Orita Mefa Baptist Model School. I would like to call on Mwokolo Jeffrey for his presentation.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oracle Jeffrey. I'm a student of Orita Mefa Baptist Model Schools. And I'll be speaking on how renewable energy can be used to solve the problem of power shortage in our country. Over the years, the country has been suffering from shortage of power supply. The absence of electricity has led to the near total absence of industries in our communities, whether large scale, small scale, or medium scale. Any industry that opens up now actually goes down because of the power problem. They spend lots of money on buying petrol and diesels to power up their company. Also, the farmers suffer from this because the several processing and storage facilities that are run by electricity are not sufficiently used, thereby leading to significant wastage of food produce. And then when there is no electricity, the people look for other sources to illuminate their houses and power their houses. Then the more privileged people buy generating sets, and this causes air pollution and noise pollution. The smoke it releases are very harmful to the human health. And then the people that are less privileged, most of them use kerosene lamps, and those kerosene lamps and rechargeable lamps have lights that are so dim that are hazardous to the human health, that they spoil the vision, they affect people negatively. Then these problems can be solved by the introduction of renewable energy in our community, because the renewable energy is an energy, the kind of energy that is found from a renewable source that cannot run out, that is replenished over the years. Then the hydroelectric means of power generation has been our primary source of power generation in this country, and it should not be so, because we should bear it in mind that other countries in which this river passes through also use the river, and then the river can dry up at any time due to natural circumstances. So it should not be our primary source. Then we have the solar energy. Our country having a tropical climate experiences a lot of sunlight each day. Then we complain that, oh, the sun is too much, and oh, but we can harness this energy and use it for something good. We can use it to power our houses in the northern parts and the middle belt region. There are large expanses of land where wind turbines can be built and energy can be harnessed in this form to power our country. Then the ministry, the government, there's also a problem there, because we cannot lump together the sectors of works, housing, and power together. The sectors of works and housing is already big enough, but then adding power to it is too much. Then if you cannot expect to have all these things together and be effective. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Please, you make mention of power supply being problems to farmers, maybe to preserve their farm produce. Of what use do you think renewable energy would be to farmers?
Farm processing machines or storage facilities such as freezers and stuff that are used to preserve the food and are not used well, then the food spoils and wastes over time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. In your opinion, which of the renewable energy sources do you think would be the most beneficial for your state?
The solar energy.
Okay, why?
Because we have the sun around us. It's there, it's constant. It cannot go away.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Okay, last but not the least, we have Ebon Oluwa Ojebode of International School Ibadan. Please put your hands together for her. She comes forward.
Sorry.
Before she goes ahead, I would like to announce that somebody forgot his bag at the banquet hall yesterday. Please, if you who or she that has the bag should please see any of the ushers as regards that. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen and panel of judges. Kindly permit me to bring to your attention the increase in the infant mortality rate in my area, the major causes, and the affordable solution that can be done to reduce this rate. My name is Ebonluwa Ochebode, and I'm from the International School of Ibadan. The multiple indicator cluster survey in 2016 and 17 showed that 70 out of 1,000 children died before their 1-year-old birthday. 120 out of 1,000 children died before they reached the age of 5. 1,431 infants were recorded dead in 2006 after the census right here in Ibadan. These rates are not reducing. They only increase because the problem has been identified, but the solution has not been. Dutifully, mothers take their infants to the hospitals to be administered vaccines. On getting there, what do they find? Their hopes are crushed. Why? Because the vaccines are not available. These vaccines have to be stored in high standard fridges with consistent power supply to ensure their efficiency. In a mini research that I conducted in my area with some of the women there, it was noted that there are several causes that leads to the increase in the infant mortality rate. Some of these causes include mother's illiteracy, lack of equipment in the hospitals, poor hygiene and sanitations in the environment and of the parents, and many more. But to me, the major issue is the issue of immunization. People blame the death of these infants on their mothers. The mothers in return blame the health centers for not providing the vaccines for them. And the health centers in return blame the government, and we all ask, how? How is the government responsible for this? The government has a major role to play when it comes to the issue of immunization. There's no iota of doubt about that. Like I said earlier on, these vaccines are very sensitive. It's not that the hospitals cannot afford them, but when they get them, there is no provision for them to store them. And so within time, the vaccines become inefficient because there are no provisions to store them. The problem has always been electricity. Government has been unable to provide consistent power supply in any part of Nigeria, and this has been affecting us in various ways, like other contestants also said. Mata Miaza, in an article of How to Solar Power Your Home, said that every 24 hours, enough sunlight reaches the earth to provide the entire planet with energy for 24 good years. So if for one day we can just focus all our resources and attention on the sunlight coming, then we are sure that for 24 years our health centers are set. Now imagine if we did that for a year, for hundreds of years, we and our health centers are set. In 1876, Williams Adams and Richard Day, his students, were the first to discover that selenium, when exposed to sunlight, generates electricity. From there on, different scientists have gone to discover the mystery behind the solar energy concept. The uses of solar energy cannot be overemphasized. We use it in our day-to-day activities, we use it industrially, we use it agriculturally, and we use it every day. Also, different inventions have gone on from the use of solar energy. We have our solar power plant, which uses photovoltaics to convert sunlight to electricity. We have our solar cells, which generates electricity from sunlight. We have our solar heater, our solar cooker, and we have many more. The inventions of solar cells has always been prominent, like I said, in 1876. But people have always shied away from it because of its price, as the very first solar cells went for about $300 per watt. But now the price has tremendously dropped down to about $2.51 to $3.57 per watt, which converted to Nigerian currency naira is about 1,085 naira to 1,430 naira. Although these prices differ from the numbers of batteries involved, the use of the batteries, the company that is going to provide these batteries, and the types of the batteries. If every health center in my locality and Oyo State at large is provided with these solar cells or panels, then we are sure that electricity can be generated at a constant current. Then these fridges can be powered. From there on, the vaccines can be stored in it, which will enable children to be given the right vaccines at the right time, and it will lead to the maximum decrease in infant mortality rates. With the concern and care of you people for the country, I know that this matter will be looked into accordingly and acted upon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emola. And I think that was a very educative presentation. I just want to ask a question. You said you conducted a research in your environment. Please, can you just tell us about that research?
Okay. I stay in Shasha. Anybody that knows there will know the type of people that stay there. They are mostly Hausa women who I know tend to give birth a lot. So on a norm, every pregnant woman, if normally, according to them, you're meant to go to the hospitals after your first stage, your second stage, and your last to get vaccines before you even give birth. On getting there, it is one problem or the other. Before they even give birth, though, sometimes vaccines are not available. Tomorrow, there's no electricity. Next tomorrow, come back. When they come back, because they've been keeping a lot of people waiting, the queue is always unbearable. And the behaviors of the staff of the health centers too are not encouraging because they too are frustrated with the system. So this was what I got from the interview.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. I mean, it's an eye-opener. Now, I want to ask, do you think that we really need to wait on the government to solve this kind of issue? Because this is infant mortality rate we are talking about. I mean, babies are dying, you get. So, and sometimes government processes and the rest, it takes a whole lot of time. So, how else do you think this problem can be solved?
I think that philanthropies, non-governmental organizations can also help to get this solar panel so that the hospitals can be set. Thank you.
Thank you, Ebunoluwa. You know the funny thing? I'm Igbo, and my name is Nkechi. She's Yoruba, her name is Ebunoluwa. And our name means the same thing. Please put your hands together for her. Okay, so I'd like to appreciate everybody who's contested in the competition. I'd like to appreciate everybody, like I said, and for participation, we have certificates for every school who's participated. So I'd like to call on the teachers to first of all come, while the judges are collating the scores, I'd like to call on the teachers to come receive their certificates of participation from, please, kind Dr. Babatunde, please help me in handing over the certificates, please. Thank you.
Just get the center.
Okay. The first certificate for participation goes to Royal People College. Please can the teacher of Royal People College come collect the certificates? The Concord School, can the teacher please come forward? Please put your hands together for him. Okay. the International School Ibadan. Can the teacher please come forward? Please could you come through the other angle? Last but not the least, Orita Metha Baptist Model School. Please put your hands together for them. No, not over yet. Okay. I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who contested, who took part in this essay competition. Like I said earlier, we had almost 30 entries. And at the end of the day, we had 6 finalists. We had Ebunluwa Ojebode, we had Okechukwu Kenedelechuku, we have Olatigbe Temilehi, we had Ugunle Favor, Akimbola Emmanuel, and Wokolo Jeffrey. And it's an easy competition, and we can have everybody be winners. So we are appreciating each and every one of them right now for participating with this certificate of participation. In no particular order, I would like each and every one of them to receive a certificate. First of all, Wokolo Jeffrey. Ebunoluwa Ojebode. Okechukwu Ekenedelechuku. Ogunleye Favor. Akimbola Emmanuel Oluwaferomi. Last but not the least, Olatigbe Timilehi Olaoluwa. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, before we still wait for the judges. I don't know if the director would like to say something.
You know, I'm so proud of these children. I think let's put our hands together for them. I mean, they sort of rekindle hope in the future of this country. No matter the result of this competition, all of you are winners, and we're all proud of you. We are proud of the teachers who have done this excellent job, you know, preparing these students. Teaching is one of the most unrewarded profession. But some of us, we have chosen to do that, to go into teaching, because we think in molding the future of these children, you are doing something that, you know, nothing else can give that satisfaction, not even money. As I sat down there and listened to them, remember that we had 30 entries for this competition, 30 entries. And these were the 6 finalists. Now, there had been a selection that had been done before now within and outside this country. You wouldn't know. The essays have traveled before you got to the 6. So that's why all of you are winners. And we wanted to see whether they wrote this, you know, essays by themselves or whether somebody helped them. But it is very clear today from what you've seen that these children did this work. You know? I mean, they've demonstrated that they did the job, they wrote these essays, and you could see the brilliant answers they gave to the questions, impromptu questions that they were given. You know, I don't know. I mean, Mr. Adaju, Dr. F. Olarewaju, and others who are here today, please, you need to give money to sponsor this, to give money to reward these people, no matter what we give them today. Because these are the people, you know, I mean, if I better, I mean, you will be proud of them. I mean, they sold solar to all of us today now. I mean, I mean, these people they are your ambassadors in their schools, you know, and in the communities they live, you know, and I mean, listen to Ms. Ojede talking about research, and looking at the statistics that these children were rolling out about, you know, renewable energy statistics in this country. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what these people know. You know, my prayer for you is that you will do this country great. You know, that, you know, the older generations and as may have betrayed us, but I think you help to put this country back on the right footing. So we are very proud of you, and the chairman of the LOC was just telling me that if we knew that it would be this beautiful, maybe we would have invited the wife of the governor, you know, or you know, to come and chair this to see what the future of, you know, of this country holds, you know. And I'm amazed, you know, 3 females, 3 men, gay guys, 3 males, you know, balanced, gender balance, you know, gender balance, you know. I mean, this is unplanned for. We didn't know about it, but you can see what are, you know, what are women, you know. When you are ready, let me know so that I don't keep talking. I tell people that the most wonderful child you could have is a girl. So it amazes me when people go crazy and say they are looking for boys. And I say, look, I have a girl and 3 boys, but that girl is so much concerned about me. If I get home, he will ask, Dad, what will you eat? My boys will be on the television or playing games. If they remember to greet me, yes, I'm fine, but if I just go upstairs, they just continue. She's abroad now, but where she is, even about this program, she's asking me how is it going and so on and so forth. Do that rest? Have you eaten? That go and eat. Go, you know. Those boys don't care nothing. And then you just say you want boy because somebody inherits your name. I mean, bad dash. Girls are fantastic. They are wonderful. So please, if you are here today, I mean, in fact, my church, when I do, I ask them to, I mean, when they talk about women, I say they should clap more for women, for girls, when we give back to girls, because because those are the wonder. And look at mothers, talk. I mean, oh God. So thank you so much. On behalf of the center, we are very proud of you, and we wish you all the best, and wish your schools that have produced you, that they are doing great jobs. You are worthy ambassadors of those schools. We thank your teachers. We thank the participants who are here today. I think I see one of my deans who is here. Thank you so much for your presence. And anyway, we can encourage these children and this school. We'll continue to make this a regular feature now. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Dr. Olubemola, we sat there and he was so amazed. He said, one of the participants just created the whole value chains of solar. And he said on behalf of Sustainability Solutions Practice Lagos, Sustainability School Lagos, that is giving 5,000 naira each to all of you. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. And I think beyond that, Cpeel will still come back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director. That was Professor Adeola Adelekije. Please put your hands together one more time.
Thank you very much. When you are good, you are good. There is no two way to it, because I can see a lot of hard work on the part of the teachers. I can see a lot of commitment too on the part of the students. So consistent energy, in which the Chief Energizing Officer is Mr. Shegun Adaju, has also come up with his own award and prize for the student. He's also donating 5,000 naira each to each of the students. In addition to that, he has told me to make the announcement that he is appointing Eboluwa Ojebode as the ambassador of consistent energy.
Eboluwa, please, I am your manager. What can the girl do? Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Daju. Thank you so much, Dr. Lariwaju. God bless you. And God bless these awesome students. God bless you. God bless the teachers too. Okay. My judges are ready. And I believe they've been so incorruptible and so focused. I'd like to call on Dr. Emeka in the making, to Dr. Nnemeka Ode in the making to announce the results. And to give the awards, I'd like to call on Mrs. Yetunde, Engineer Mrs. Yetunde Omotosho. Please put your hands together for her.
Thank you very much, Ms. NK. It's really been a very wonderful session. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best part of this conference. Okay. Okay, we the judges have done our jobs, and have come out with our result. And I want to assure you that we were very, very incorruptible in executing our duties. Okay. So now we had 6 contestants, and then for the second runner-up, we have Akimbola Emmanuel Oluwafemi. Okay, so
to present this award, I would like to call on Professor Adele Adenikiju to come and wear the medal for the
third position.
You know, they come in small packs, you know.
Okay. For the first runner-up, we have Ms. Ogunleye Favor.
To present the award for the second position, I would like to call on Dr. Olariwaju.
Center stage, sir.
Say that again.
Center stage,
Okay.
just a bit. Please come up and receive the rest of your gifts.
To present the award to the winner of the Cpeel Ansel 2018 essay competition, I would like to call on Mr. Shegun Adaju. Please kindly come. We've not announced the winner yet, so keep clapping until he gets off the stage. Okay.
Okay. And the winner and the winner is Miss Ebul Olua Ajebode.
Please put your hands together once more for them. I'd like to appreciate once more the teachers of these wonderful schools. I'd like to appreciate once more the students for your wonderful essays. I'd like to appreciate also the support, the student support also. I'd also want to appreciate the contribution by Sustainability School, and Consistent Energy, and also Cpeel. And finally, I want to appreciate every one of you here. It wouldn't have been this good if you were not here. Thank you so much for your. Okay. Okay, can we have the students stand up and come together as a group photograph, please? While they do that, Deji, can you get your guys ready for? Multidisciplinary contest. Are you ready? Will the teachers please? Stay. Can some of you come this way, please? The lady behind is
stand up for the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up.
Will the judges please? The judges please. The teachers can please stay behind. You don't need to go. The teachers can stay. You don't need to go.
Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Winners and the sponsors. Winners and sponsors. The winners only. Dr. Adaju and Dr. Olufa. Sorry, Mr. Adaju. Mr. Adaju, Dr. Olufemi, director, please, with the winners. Professor Denikijo, please, with the winners.
I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champion.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together once more for them. Thank you very much. Before we go ahead, before going to the concurrent session, if you were supposed to present yesterday and you did not present, please meet Lucy at the back and let her know so you can be fixed somewhere for today's concurrent session. If you were supposed to present for the concurrent session and you were not available to present, please talk to Lucy, who will be at the back, and let her fix you somewhere. Miss, thank you so much. You can all go back to your seats. Deji, are you ready? Please just... Okay. Cpeel organized a competition some time ago on multidisciplinary competition, and two of the competitors are here with the presentation. It wouldn't take more than 5 minutes for each person to make their presentation. So please just be patient while they make a presentation before we go into the concurrent session. Thank you. I will hand you over to Deji. Okay. I'd like to call on the integrity group to make the presentation first. Integrity group, please put your hands together for them.
Good morning, distinguished audience. Femi Oini is my name. I represent Team Integrity. So what we did essentially was to utilize a biogas facility to generate electricity. Because we don't have that device here present, we'll have a very short, a 3 to 5 minute video depicting what we did. 4 of us worked on that project. A PhD candidate in animal science, University of Ibadan. One of my colleagues is also a PhD candidate in agricultural and environmental engineering, same university. And the third is a master's student in electrical and electronics engineering department. And the fourth person is a lady. in computer science department. So basically that's our profile. In the next few minutes, you'll see what we did. Thank you so much for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Okay, so this is the biogas facility, and that's me here doing an introduction of what exactly we did. So it's a floating type biodigester. Can you just fast forward and show the biodigester facility? Please hold on. Please hold on. There's a central waste collection facility. So the substrates or the feedstock we used was cow dung. And 1 kg of cow dung can actually give you 30 liters of biogas. Now 30 liters of biogas will power 260 watt bulb and 180 watt fan, ceiling fan for 12 hours. But to just put that in context, a 300 kg cow, which is about the weight of the beef and dairy cow we have around us here, would give you 25 kg of feces or 30 kg of feces on a daily basis. Now extrapolating, 25 kg of feces will give you about 4,000-5,000 liters of biogas on a daily basis. All right. So when the dung has been collected, it's compacted in this collection tank, and then it's passed through a system of pipes to the biodigester facility. Now 4 processes essentially takes place. The first is hydrolysis, the second is acidogenesis, the third is acetogenesis, and then the last is methanogenesis. I'll just explain briefly what each means. Now, hydrolysis helps to break the fractions of the nutrients into amino acids, organic acids, and what have you. Now, acidogenesis produces volatile fatty acids. Then acetogenesis produces acetic acids, and different species of bacteria work on each of these processes. So acidogenesis is enhanced by acidogenic bacteria. Acetogenesis is worked on by acetogenic bacteria, and then methanogenesis is worked on by methanogenec bacteria. Essentially, this system just mimics what happens in a ruminant animal. So I'm talking about cattle, sheep, and goats. They have something called a rumen, and what I just explained, the processes, is what occurs in these animals. So I'll just run through the rest of the video. Please go ahead. So from that tank, please fast forward. From that collection tank, we have the waste. Okay, so this is the dung. It's steered with this stick, and then hydrolysis is helped. It's fast tracked. Please fast forward. Please fast forward. Please fast forward. That is the digester facility. You see the system of pipes I'm talking about. So when the gas has been produced, methane is a key gas in biogas. But that's not the only. So we have methane, we have carbon dioxide, we have water, we have hydrogen sulfide and ammonia in varying proportions. So methane is about 60 to 70% thereabouts. Carbon dioxide is about 10 to 20%, depending on actually the feedstock that we put into that central collection that we just displayed. Now, after the methane has been obtained, in order to use it efficiently for electricity production, there's a need to filter. So you want to make the methane pure to about 90%. And what you do is you use filters, things like silica gel, you use sodium hydroxide. So after doing that, we need to make it high pressure because the gas we use in the gas cookers at home, they are high pressure gas. So that's why we used a gas compressor. Please, can you just go back? What you saw now, please go back. What you saw is a gas compressor. Yes, there's a gas compressor. So it makes the gas produce the methane, the 90% methane thereabout, 90 to 95% thereabout. It makes it high pressured. And then that is, please go on, fast forward. That is channeled to this gas cylinder. It's channeled to this gas cylinder, and then the gas cylinder is used to power a generator, a normal generator that has been fitted with a gas carburetor, and so it produces light. I need to just end by saying that this facility generates up to 215 kilowatt hour of electricity. Thank you so much for your listening attention.
Thank you so much, Integrity Group. I'd like to call on Spark Group for the exhibition. Are they here? Spark Power Evolution. Okay, you have 5 minutes.
Good morning, everybody. Standing on existing protocol, my name is Okeke Abishi.
My name is Jabbar Mustafa. I'm Ojukara Oleja.
We are in Spark. Spark Power Evolution is a project powered by multidisciplinary innovative energy project competition, sponsored by Statoil, Cpeel, and Cpeel. The project involves fabrication of power inverter from locally sourced materials and recycling of deep cycle batteries. One of the major problems we have in Nigeria is epileptic power supply, and this has led to people looking for different sources of alternative power supply through renewable and non-renewable energy. And the project focuses on fabrication of power inverter. And power inverter has major problems such as the initial cost. The initial cost of procuring a power inverter is very expensive, and some of the components that are associated with this system are also very expensive, such as the battery and solar panels. The goal of Spark Power Evolution project is to reduce the initial cost of power inverters, to provide efficient, reliable, and sustainable systems, to encourage greener environment, and also to provide smart power solutions. To achieve this, we then carried out a survey.
The survey was carried out in Oyo State, and there are selected areas under Oyo State. The selected areas were Ibadan, Oyo Town, Barapa, and Iseyin. According to the survey, the results show that 36% adopt to renewable energy, basically solar and inverter system, and 2% adopt to biogas, while non-renewable energy is of 62% of those people who are able to adopt to renewable energy. And on the long run, while carrying out the survey, some people gave also some excuses based on their unavailability of the material and the cost of initial procurement of the inverter system. Then the result also show that the way the source of energy to some people are in combination of PHCN, generator, and renewable energy. So, looking at the slide, 90% shows that people based on PHCN, generator, and renewable energy. 9% show that PHCN and renewable energy are used. The generator and renewable energy is 5% based on that, while 3% solely depend on renewable energy. Those are people at a total off-grid environment, and 64% based on non-renewable energy. Then, according to the oral interview, the data collected from people who were unable to embark or to adopt to renewable energy is because of the cost of procurement. And then the battery issue has also become is a big and huge problem to some people, because 2 years after, maximum of 3 years, but the battery also always depreciates. And this has been a big problem to people, whereby to get new battery for their inverter system has been a big problem. Now we embark on it by recycling a damaged battery in order to reduce the cost of the maintenance and to build locally made inverter in order to reduce the cost of initial procurement of the inverter system. Then after the fabrication of the inverter system, we now compare the price, the total cost of the inverter made by Spark compared with the imported products. Then we carry out the cost analysis. Then
we carried out this cost analysis at Alaba International Market on the 12th of January 2018. So we were able to gather the cost of 1.5 kVA inverter of different brands of power inverters. So we found the average cost to be 69,000 naira, and comparing it to the cost of our own inverter, the Spark Evolution inverter, which is 40,000
actually reduce the initial cost of procuring power inverters for renewable energy. So, in the course of this project, we faced some challenges actually in getting some raw materials for actually recycling of these batteries. We had some issues with it, which we are still working on. We were unable to get some precision to some machinery to actually beautify our project and help us give a very good appearance of our project. For future expansion, we intend to employ new technologies such as Internet of Things and employing going fully into solar power communities and branding of our products.
By Internet of Things, we tend to attach sensors to our power inverter. Then this sensor will be able to collect data, and this data will be stored in the cloud, whereby we can access the cloud and analyze this data for the users and suggest to them how they can efficiently make use of our power inverter. Then as time goes on in the future, we also intend to expand our power inverter by making use of solar systems. And also one of the challenges we are facing is branding of our power inverter. So we also intend to rebrand. So when we compare our locally made inverter with imported ones, there won't be any difference. So after we have achieved all this, how do we make people to buy into our idea? We then come up with a very simple business model. The customer buy our power inverter. The customer also, after the customer buys our power inverter, the customer we get 15 months warranty. Then after some years, while using power inverter system, but the battery tends to depreciate. We also intend to provide service of reconditioning these deep cycle batteries to like 60 or 70% of its lifespan, thereby saving the customer the cost of buying new one entirely. And also the data that we are going to that is going to be collected through our sensor that will be attached to the power inverter will also be analyzed by us, and through that we suggest to the customer how they can efficiently make use of our power inverter. So in the project, we still expand in the future, and this is our roadmap. The project started in 2016, in the year 2016, and we have been able to achieve in the first quarter 2017. We have been able to design our process, and the third quarter 2017, we have successfully carried out our survey and research, and by fourth quarter 2017, we have been able to come up with a prototype, which is here. So by the first quarter 2018, which is now, we have also successfully carried out our market analysis and also come up with a business model. So by second quarter 2018, we intend to expose ourselves to more training and also rebrand our project. So by third quarter 2018, we also intend to expose ourselves to more resources and training. And by fourth quarter 2018, we intend to expand our team. Then by first quarter 2019, we intend to start the design of our app, which we will use to communicate with the customers. Then by the second quarter 2019, we intend to start implementing IoT components in our power inverter. Then by third quarter 2019, we want to start our beta testing of our smart system. Then before the end of 2019, we want to expand our power inverter to start making use of solar system.
Thank you so much, Spark. Thank you so much, Spark, for our evolution. We appreciate your presentation. Please put your hands together for one more time for them. Please put your hands. If you have any question for Spark Power Evolution, please talk to them. They will be at the back. Please talk to them and they will answer any question which you have. Or if you have any question for the Integrity Group, please talk to them at the back, meet them at the back, and they are ready to answer any question for you have for them. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. It's time. We are about 10 minutes behind schedule, and it's time for tea break. Immediately after tea break is a concurrent session. Please, let's attend the concurrent sessions. Let's ask questions. Let's be interested in what the presenters are presenting. Immediately after the concurrent session, we expect the Anambra State Governor and his representative to be here, and also have the round table. If you need to have the slides, the CD, are they available? Okay, they are available at the stand, at the Cpeel stand. Please go to the Cpeel stand and make a request for that. Thank you so much and have a lovely tea break and cocktail session. See you back here at